I don't know exactly why you want to be a writer, but I've got a guess. My guess is this. Number one, you have this vision in your mind of having an amazing lifestyle. You want to have a lifestyle that's filled with time and that's got plenty of money to be able to do things that you want to do with people that you love. Am I right so far? If I'm not, then end this video because I'm going to talk to that person, the person that wants time, wants money. Second, I'm going to guess that you're the kind of person that, hey, you're here because you think that you've got some writing skills. You're like, man, you know what? My friends and my family, they say, hey, you're a pretty good writer. Or your writing's terrible, but you're willing to learn how to be a great writer. Now, if you're still with me, then hang on because I got one more thing that I'm thinking about you. So first of all, you want to have time and money. Second of all, you want to use your writing skills. You feel like you've got good writing skills. And then the third thing is you want to use those writing skills as a vehicle to get to that dream lifestyle, that end result, that spot where you're making money and you're doing things that matter in this world, and you're fulfilling your passion, and you're having just a great lifestyle. Okay, so if you fit those three criteria, then you're in the right spot. I just want to say welcome to the family because that's that's where I always was. I was like, oh, I had this dream of having an amazing lifestyle. For me, that meant I wanted to be able to have a huge family, which we have 11 children now, so that's cool. I got that. I wanted to be able to be happily married without a whole bunch of money stress all the time. I wanted to be able to work from home and make a bunch of money, and I didn't want to have that money-making process to consume all of my time and all of my resources. So bam! I was like, man, copywriting can work for me. I can work from home. I get no cap on my income. I can get better and better at this and make more and more money and not have to spend so much time at it. This could really work to be an incredible lifestyle. And I thought about that. That's been almost 2 decades now, and it's proved to be true. Not only that, what's also cool is, not only did it prove to be true for me, but now I've helped literally over 20,000 copywriters and copywriting hopefuls, and they've gone through my courses, my programs, and my events and stuff, and I've helped thousands of people get started, land their first clients, make money, and start living their dream lifestyle. So, gosh, it's been an incredible, exciting adventure. But in all of that process, what I've noticed is that all of my students kind of go through these 4 phases. And I thought, hey, probably it would be cool for you to see the end from the beginning. What are those different phases? And then you can decide what step of the journey you're on. And you can decide what tools and resources, because I got a lot of stuff, right? My focus is to help writers take their writing skills and turn them into an amazing lifestyle. This incredible, look at that lifestyle. It's awesome. You got time, you got money, you're doing things that you feel fulfilling and they're passionate about. That's cool, right? Well, I want to help you get there because I'm assuming you're not there yet. So I want to help you get there. So I've created lots of different tools, courses, programs, resources, all kinds of stuff. And I thought I'd just put everything into context for you so you had an idea of okay, I'm starting here and then I can go there and I go there and give you kind of an overview, a roadmap of all the stuff that I've got for you and where you're probably going. Would that be cool? Would that be helpful for you? And I also want to share with you some time frames how long does it take to go from this step to that step to this step? And what can I excel? Because I get asked this all the time, oh, hey, Joshua, how long does it take? So I'm right over here and I'm a brand newbie. How long does it actually take me to get to where you're at? How long is that? First of all, how long does it take me to make some money and then really have a great lifestyle? What does that take? Would you love to know that? How long that journey takes from here to there? Ooh, I love that lifestyle. If you'd like to know that, then I'm going to walk you through that and share some of those things with you. Okay, so let's dive in. First and foremost, the first question that I've got for you is this one right here. Am I writing for wealth? Am I writing for wealth? Now, this is a big question. It's a question I love to start off with all my new students because here's the deal. Did you jump into this to just make a little bit of money? Did you jump in this because you're passionate about writing? You've always wanted to be a writer. You wanted to write poetry. You wanted to write cool stuff. You wanted to have your name in lights and the fame and the fortune of it and the happiness of it. You're just passionate about writing. And honestly, if you didn't ever get paid for any of your writing, that's cool because you just love writing. And maybe you signed up for Copywriter Marketer because you thought, you know what? Joshua's a good writer. Maybe he could help me with my writing stuff. Okay, so are you writing for wealth? No, I'm just passionate. I'm not writing for wealth. This isn't about money, Joshua, which is cool. By the way, I don't want to make that sound like I'm mocking that or making fun of that in any stretch of the imagination. If you're passionate about that, then I'm the first guy to cheer you on and be like, go, yeah! And I'm really excited for you. But I'm also here to honestly tell you, that's actually not my world, right? That's not my world. You see, I started off and I needed to make money like yesterday. I had 6 children, $200,000 in debt. We still wanted to have more children. We wanted to move to a nice big house. I mean, I had all this stuff. And I needed to make money like right now. And so my writing is not necessarily to fill some deep-seated passion about being a writer or any of those kinds of things. It's really about making money. Now, if that sounds cold and grass to you, then sorry, that's just what it is. So it's really about making money. So if the answer is no, I'm not here to make money, I'm not here to write for wealth, then I'm going to invite you to exit right now. Just exit right now, because this isn't the right place for you. There's lots of other forums and groups and discussions, and I'm totally cool if you unsubscribe. And, if you bought something, then, I didn't ask for a refund, but hey, this is not your world. Now, if you're here to write for wealth, then let me shake your hand. Boop. We're going to shake hands. We're going to be buddies. Going to give you a high five. Bam. Because this is all about creating amazing lifestyle, making a bunch of money and living awesome, like having time and money and all that kind of great stuff. That's what this is all about. So if that's you, then let's look at this freedom trail. Let's look at this journey really quick. 4 major steps. And let's look at what each one of them are in resources that I've got available for you for each one of those steps. Okay, so the first one is what I call the income step. And that's where I was when I got started. And that was like, look, don't tell me any of the fluff and the nonsense and this like what's the fastest path to making some money? I want to make money right now. And some people are like, I have to make money. Some people are like, I want to make money. Whether you're going to have to make money or the want to make money, this is where we usually start. Like I'm going to start and I'm just going to start making some income. And I want to get started with this. Now, I got 2 things for you. First of all, how long does this take? Like, wow, if you just start off right now today and you start putting together marketing stuff and learning writing skills, I mean, you really are at zero. How long does it take to go from zero to start making money? How long does that take? Well, I'm going to put it in red here for you. That process is somewhere between 1 to, let's just call it 6 months. Okay, 1 to 6 months. So what I mean by that is that, somewhere between 1 month and 6 months, somewhere in there right now, you're going to be like marketing yourself and figuring out writing skills and doing all this stuff. And then you're going to start 1 to 6 months from now, you're going to start getting some projects or some clients. I got one of my students who signed up 3 weeks later, was just hammering away at the marketing, all this stuff. 3 weeks later, picked up a really nice contract for about $3,000 a month. And then it was off and picked up another couple of contracts. And so eventually was doing like, $10,000, $12,000 a month. And was really happy with where they're at. They were writing for wealth. They were making some money. They were cool. It was great. So 1 to 3 months doing that. Now, what are some things that I've got to help you? If you have first thing people use answer like, well, what are the writing skills that I need? And in the writing skills department, the program that I've got for you there is what I call, I'm just going to abbreviate these, but GCS. That stands for Genius Copywriter Secrets. And that's just such a great place to start off, because what I did is instead of giving you thousands and thousands of writing skill, I mean, there's so many writing skills and techniques and different approaches and rules and all kinds of crazy stuff. And what I did is I just looked and I was like, oh, you know what? In my experience working with hundreds of marketing directors, they really are interested in 5 major writing skills. That's it, just 5. Not 10, not 20, not 50, just 5. I mean, it really is, it's crazy, it's simple. But what I do in Genius Copywriter Secrets is I show you what those 5 skills are. But the other thing that I found out is marketing directors and business owners today, they're not interested just in a copywriter who just has writing skills. You know what else they want? They really want someone who understands marketing as well. So in Genius Copywriter Secrets, I show you the 5 writing skills, plus I outline an entire sales funnel for you and explain to you the different writing skills and how they meet up with the major elements of a sales funnel. So I give you the best of both worlds. I make you crazy valuable to the marketing directors of stuff they're actually looking for in our economy, in our world today. Not hypothetical stuff, like stuff that I know is in high demand right now. I give you all that stuff in that program. Now, after you've got the writing skills down, then the next thing is, I'm going to abbreviate here. So high income copywriter roadmap. Okay. So high income copywriter roadmap. That's what that stands for. So this high income copywriter roadmap is the marketing arm of this. So this is the writing skill side. This is the marketing skill side. So this is the second course that I've got. And really this just helps you understand, like, how do you get clients and how do you talk to them and how do you negotiate with them and how do you put together a LinkedIn profile? How do you reach out to clients? What do you say? All those kinds of things I cover in that high income copywriter roadmap. And I just give you a step-by-step simple process that really helps you in a very short period of time land your first client and to pick up a few additional clients, okay? So after somebody starts having money here, after they start making money, then it's like, well, what do we do now? And I'm gonna hurry through this because I already see, holy smackerels, I'm already like 10, 12 minutes into this. So after they make money, then they wanna make wealth, right? They wanna get wealthy. I mean, they really wanna be like, okay, I made like $10,000, $20,000. Like now I want to make like 100, 200, 300,000. Like I want to get rich from this thing. How long does it take to do that? Well, that's going to be somewhere between 3 and 6 months. Now you know these are like accumulative, right? So if you start making some income here for the first month or two, it's going to take you another 3, 4 months, maybe 6 months. So at the most, it's maybe a year before you could really start making some good wealth, over $100,000, maybe over $150,000, $200,000. And so you're going to go up through that process and you're going to climb up to that square. Now, inside of this, again, I'll send you a little PDF that gives you the details about what all this, but know that I've got a program right here called Rise. And Rise is cool, man. Rise sits in between these two modules. And Rise is my mega super double dog advanced course on marketing. This is really like, if you want to play at the big dogs, you want to make a ton of money, Rise is the tool and the resource that I've got for you there. And I built this for advanced students. So they were like, look, I don't only want to make money, but I want to get a bunch of money right now. And that's what Rise is for. And it's got like 80 different training modules and videos. It walks you through minutely, step by step, from website information packets, writing skills, content calendar stuff, all the different kinds of things. And maybe none of that made sense to you, but all the different kinds of things that you need there. But after people say, okay, now I'm getting wealthy, now what? Now what? And eventually what happens is my students say, I'm making all this money, but now I want more time. So I'm making a lot of money, but now I want more time. And so this is where we come to that phase of automation. And I love this phase. This is the phase where literally like your business is just, you're generating client flow. Clients are coming to you this past week. I mean, every week. I can't think of a week where somebody hasn't reached out to me and said, hey, I want to work with you. Can you do this? Can you do that? Can we do a project? I need your writing help, etc. And so, all of these things just pile up and they come in automatically. It's cool. So I'm not out there constantly having to beat my head against the marketing wall. I do some basic maintenance stuff and then clients come in. And this right here, this takes anywhere from 6 to 24 months to set up and to put together. So when you look at this, you're like, well, I could start off and get started here, maybe take a couple months there. 5, 6 months into this, I could be making a whole bunch of money. And then a year or two from now, I could have this whole thing automated and I could be making a strong 6 or 7 figure income as a copywriter, and I could just have clients automatically coming to me. So I'm not always out there marketing and groveling for stuff. Now, I don't know about you, would that be interesting to you or not? I don't know, but I've got the tools and resources to help you do this. Again, I'll map all this out for you in a PDF. But then there's one more level here that's really interesting to me. And it's the level that I call legacy. Oops, there we go. So legacy. And legacy is going to take anywhere from 6 to 36 months to get done. And legacy is essentially where you take your writing skills. So a great example of this is one of my star students, a guy named Susan Hughes. She's been a coach for me, for my students. So you maybe at some point you'll run into her through the program. But in addition to being a copywriting coach, she's also taken all of her writing skills and she started her own company doing skincare and cosmetics and stuff. It's really cool. It's called Indie Beauty. Right? .market is the website, but indiebeauty.market. And this Indie Beauty, like she sells all kinds of really, really cool stuff for men and for women, for skincare and for shaving and for makeup and all different stuff. And she's used her writing skills to create an extremely successful online business. And I've had other students who have created successful personal development coaching business, life coaches, brick and mortar stores, e-commerce businesses. I mean, it's all over the map. A financial newsletter company, one of my students started. So like all these different things, they've taken their writing skills and they've turned them into a business. They turn them into something where they've got legacy and equity, and they're just creating. I've had some that have turned into actual writing agencies where they're hiring a bunch of writers and they're, like an advertising agency. So there's lots of different stuff there for you to look at and for you to do. Here's my point in showing you all this. Where are you at, right? Where are you at and where you want to go? And I've got tools and resources. Again, I didn't take all the time to give you all the details on all the resources. I'll send you a PDF, you'll be able to see it. But here's the deal is, there's just a clear path for you to follow. You're like, look, first I just need to make money. You don't need all of my programs and all of my stuff. Just focus right down here on getting clients. You say, no, I want to create wealth and I want to create automation. Then just get Rise. And there's all these different programs. So this is a clear-cut path for you, and I understand this path, and I see where you're going, and I'm willing to help you at every single step along the way. So my first question to you is, where are you at? Where are you at? And what can I do to help you move to the next level? So I knew that there's in our emails and our stuff, there's surveys and there's different ways to respond back. And I would just love to hear from you. I'd love to hear where you're at, what your dreams are, what you're trying to accomplish, what you're reaching for. What's that brass ring that you're reaching for? What's that amazing lifestyle that you've got? What does that look like for you? And how can we, working together, help you get there just as fast as possible? That's what this is all about.